Okay, so good afternoon to all of you. So welcome back to the post-lunch session of the third day of the GAN course, Implantable Artificial Kidney for Future Kidney on Chip Applications. So I think in the morning session, Dr. Boris has covered the two sessions as per the schedule. Lecture I think 6 and 7. So lecture 8, I will be delivering the session that I will be taking this session, that lecture 8. And one more session will be day after tomorrow, will be taken by Dr. Tripathi. Tripathi sir. Okay, so I will take one session, Dr. Tripathi sir will take one session, and rest of the sessions will be taken by the Dr. Boris. So I think I do not need to introduce myself because already you know. So this is I am also the coordinator, one of the coordinator of this course, and this is a very, very beautiful and innovative. That is, the technology itself is a very novel and emerging technology, and the course that we have offered, that is a very unique one. Okay, very few places, or maybe I have also seen a lot of GAN courses are offered by different institutions, but not very few courses are offered in this line. So that is the very most latest technology actually that we are offering the GAN course, and Boris is a good expert. He is actually one of the team member of his team. His team is pioneer in the Russia that to make that human organs, mimicking the human organs, okay, different type of organs. So they have worked on heart, they have worked on other organs, but now recently they are working to mimic the kidney. So I have also actually I have taken some inspiration from some of the research earlier, and also in consultation with the doctors, the nephrologists, urologists. Then also in the, I think, last 4 to 5 years before that, okay, just I was motivated to start my journey, okay, the research journey in this field. So basically I am a researcher in the MEMS. MEMS mean different type of MEMS field, like RF MEMS, radio frequency MEMS, then the bio MEMS, like that, because MEMS has a varieties, okay, of scopes in this field, and then also I do work on the VLSI field also. We have a good team in VLSI domain also. We have microelectronics, VLSI, IC design. We have couple of projects on the microelectronics IC design. The chip, we have also fabricated 3-4 chips. Okay, that is there in the VLSI lab. If you are interested, you can see. So that VLSI group is also there. So I am working on that actually, VLSI, MEMS and like that. But 4 years back, 4 to 5 years back actually, this type of technology has motivated me a lot. So, and that I have given one problem to my earlier PhD scholar, Dr. Satish. So now actually he is doing postdoc in France. So he did some part of the work, and the second part of the work is doing, and my that Bhagasri is also working under me. She is doing, okay. So one part. So this is actually for today. I'll be that was the point. So this is actually the title of the slide, that mimicking of human organ using MEMS and microfluidic technology. So we have started, actually we are very new in this field, because I think after the lecture, 6th or 7th lecture, you have already come to know this is a very, very complex also, very complex technology, complex field. So to know how the technology, okay, to have that much of expertise, so you take some more time. So not 2-3 years, 4 years is not actually enough time. So in that sense, we and our group is very, very at the nascent condition, that we can say, okay, it's a very new one. Okay, just we have tried to explore, okay, some venture out in that in this field. So actually, there are different organs in our body that you know. So many organs. Human body is a very the God has created a so intelligent type of machines, we can say. The organisms, okay, organ systems, circulatory systems, our brain, okay, they are the neural architecture, nephron, everything is so controlled, so manageable, automatic feedback system is there. So it is, I think, intelligent instrumentation, okay, some already that we do have, okay, in our system. Everything is done by automatically. Okay, so maybe, so everything is controlled from our brain, okay, then it goes to the heart, then different places, then kidney, then lungs, okay, the other organs, the cells, okay. So everything, they are automatically, they are maintaining their own environment, their own physics, chemistry, okay, the blood flow. So it is already there. So when the child is, the baby is born, from in itself actually, that it has been actually given by the God or Almighty, okay, to everyone. So it is a very interesting to know that how actually it is going inside the body, how the human body is automatically maintain its temperature, okay, its water balance, acid-base balance, okay. Because outside environment is very fuzzy, okay, it is changing, ever changing, because outside, suppose temperature cools down, increases, okay, any climatic condition anytime changes, but your human body, that environment is remain constant. So the body is adapted in such a way, it will sustain, okay, survive in each and every condition. That's so outside condition and inside human body condition, there is a difference, hell and heaven difference. So, but in every condition, in any critical condition of the outside environment, the body condition inside our body, everything is maintained. So this is a wonder, really this is a wonder, but how it has maintained automatically, okay, inside our body. So I actually used to give these examples, okay, if you see in the slide, that in the left hand side there is the globe, okay, in the globe means it's a huge, okay, the entire earth, okay, the globe. In the globe, the 7 continents and 195 countries, I think approximately, that we used to know. And in the right hand side, the billions of people, so the 7.8 billions of world population nowadays, okay. So now you can imagine the 7.8 billion world population across the whole globe. Now if you are supposed to ask that, suppose you figure out where the India is. So India, you can figure out here. So across the big globe, okay, the enormous thing, okay, that India is a country like that. So similarly, in an analogy with this, I can also, if somebody asks you to, okay, just to point out, okay, or encircle one people, one man, okay, one human being among the 7.8 billion world population. So that is a very, very negligible. One human being, one people in 7.8 billion world population, say nothing. So it is a very small creature, it is a nano. Okay, it's a nano dimension, a nano particle like that. So again, if we go now we are going inside. So this is our India, the country. Now I am going inside our country, a beautiful country, India. As India is also a very big country, from east to west, okay, then north to south, okay, but it's a but diversity, culture, everything is there. So in our country, then where is the Assam? So Assam, I can locate it here. So Assam is also a little bit. It takes a less, very minimal space if you compare with in our whole compared with the whole country. So Assam is actually a very small place. So similarly, in the human body also, if you cut, okay, intersect the human body, if you go inside, then also we can have this. So in the left hand side, if we can make an analogy, so this is the map of the Assam. If you go inside, come inside the Assam, come to the Assam, then we can see there are so many districts, okay, cities and villages are there. Similarly in the human body also, if you go inside the human body, so human body consists of so many organs, organisms, okay, the cells, different cells types, limbs, okay, so all these type of things, bones, okay, like that. So now, where is the Kachar in the Assam? Kachar is also in the southern part of the Assam. So again, if you compare the Kachar, the area of the Kachar is very, very smaller as compared to the area of the Assam, the whole state, because Assam is a very bigger state. So similarly, in the human organ also, if you want to locate where is this kidney, so this is also one of the very small, tiny shaped, beans-like organ. That is the kidney. So in the kidney is nothing actually. In the nothing means the space I am talking about. I mean to say they are actually area, the volume, okay, of the organ is very, very small if you compare with the whole human body. Okay. So in that way we can make an analogy. So small but significant. So Kachar is a very, very significant place in Assam. So a lot of historical the memory, okay, the history, the glorious history is I think involved in the Kachar. Okay, if you go back to the history, there are so many things. The Kachari Raja, the Kachari king was there. Even in the Kachar also, I think you know that Air India now stopped their operation, but Air India service from Kolkata to Silchar, Air India, it was date back to I think before independence, like that. From Second World War times, there was a Air India flight in to Silchar. So that flight, after 75 years, the Air India actually now the flight service is withdrawn. So now, so I mean to say that Kachar, though is a small place, if you compare with the state of Assam or the whole country India or across the globe, but very, very small but very significant. Okay. So similarly, kidney also, small organ, bean-shaped organ, very small, okay, but very, very significant in our human body. So just I try to make an analogy. So this is the kidney. Inside kidney means this is the bean-shaped like of structures, and in the Kachar we are now here in our NIT Silchar. So ultimately we are in now NIT Silchar. So you are from the NIT Silchar. So NIT Silchar is a very, very small place if you compare, okay, if you across the country or globe is a small, okay, the area wise, okay, the volume wise, but very, very significant. Okay. So, and this is the structure of nephron. So similarly, human kidney consists of the functional unit of kidney is the nephron. So nephron is the main backbone, okay, that, and around I think maybe 2,70,000, 20,000 to 3 lakhs, okay, nephrons are there, okay, in the human body. So this type of shape. So nephron shape is also very complex shape. It's not a rectangle or something square, some helical structure, some tubular structures, but very small, but very, very significant. Okay, so if you take analogy that NIT Silchar rank is I think in the last NIT ranking we are ranked well, that is 7th NIT among the 31 NITs. We are ranked 40th in the engineering colleges of our country. Then international rank also, NIT Silchar is having international rank, Times Higher Education. Then we are among the 7th among the 31 NITs. So similarly in the nephron also, the nephron has a very, it has a lot of the functionalities. The most of the two important functions that nephron used to deliver, that is the blood filtration, that already been discussed I think Professor Boris since last 2 days, okay, or ultrafiltration, okay, or you can say the blood filtration, that means removal of waste products, okay, toxin type of elements from the blood, okay, and another is the water and solute transport, okay. So this is the two of the very important two tasks that actually is done by the always, all the time the nephron is doing. So we cannot feel that what kidney and nephron is doing. But we want to be healthy. But how to be healthy? Because if the organs, every organ is healthy, then the human body can be healthy. Na? But kidney actually performs several functions, not only these two. Okay, because already it has been discussed. So maintain the body inside environment, that is called homeostasis, the body temperature maintenance, then water and solute transport, then blood filtration, okay, then secretion, okay, urine, like okay, that the waste product can be excreted, okay, as a form of urine, then reabsorption, because in the human blood, then sodium, potassium, very important, glucose, urea, then some proteins are also required. So again, it is reabsorbed by our bloods. Okay, that will be recorded. So one, it is filtered out. Then 70% of the blood that is again reabsorbed is actually sodium, potassium into the blood. So only the toxins and urea that is not required for the body, that is only excreted, and rest of the things again it will reabsorb. So this is a continuous process again. So filtration, reabsorption, again filtration, reabsorption, then secretion, then excretion. So there are different parts that I will discuss. Okay, like this. So both are of high value. So now if you go back to the, I think those who are the, here is no outside people. So I used to show the maps, so where the NIT Silchar is like that. This is our full campus. So this slide is not required for this. So actually this subject, why, what is the actually value of this course? Okay, the main thing that how do biology, medicine and engineering that convert to revolutionize the research and research. So because this is the new trend actually has come, where biology, medicine and engineering can be mixed together. So in few years back also, biology and healthcare, medicine and engineering was not so very close. Because it is a fact, because the healthcare professionals like doctors, they used to treat the patients, prescribe medicine, perform so many surgeries. So their field of expertise is different. Okay, and our engineers and technologists or academicians are used to do research, take classes, impart the knowledge to the students. So our job is different. So we were happy with our own field of expertise and satisfied, okay, with our job. So but now the thing has changed. So doctors also nowadays they have felt that without the intervention of the engineering, okay, without the use of technology, the modern technology, the healthcare also cannot progress, because all the medical that now we can see the progress and advancement in the healthcare technology because of the engineering, because of the technology, because new surgical tools, okay, new implantation, then chips, okay, then the sensing procedure, the treatment style, that actually you can see there is a totally change now. Previously, now the doctors now used to treat the patient. Now the doctors are modern doctors, today's doctor. Okay, they used to treat the patient in quite efficient way, because the diagnosis. Okay, there are many diagnosis tools have been discovered. Okay, so now everything can be diagnosed very easily and properly. So with the help of the technology only. So that's why now these three things we cannot actually differentiate. So there should be a good mix or bridging the gap. Okay, or we can mix these three actually vertical, biology, medicine and engineering. Then it will actually ultimately revolutionize the healthcare industry and research in the healthcare. So what is the biology? Biology is nothing but understanding the life at molecular, cellular and organism levels. So that is the biology, because we used to, I think everybody, we have studied the biology in our 10 or 10 plus 2 after that. Okay, but those who are in medical sector, those, so now they are also studying, but we do not require now as of the engineering, so in our course curriculum, so that's why we are not studying the biology. Okay, now, but if you want to do research on this field, then you have to study the biology again. Then what is the medicine? Applying biological insights to diagnose and the treatment, okay, the diseases. So that is medicine, that doctor used to prescribe some lot of medicines for headache, for fever, for cough, cold, or any other complicated, complex diseases also. There are so many medicines are there. And engineering, developing tools and systems to innovate solutions for biological and medical challenges. So engineering, without engineering, how the tools will be developed, okay, how the systems will be innovated. So that's why without the intervention of engineering, okay, or technology, we can never think of, okay, the innovation in this. So this is the actually the definition actually, okay, the biology, medicine and engineering, how they are intersection. So now today's world we need to intersect these three, intersection of these three research paradigms, okay, the biology, medicine and engineering. So to improve the quality of life, enhance healthcare systems and push the boundaries of human capabilities. So ultimately people want to have a good quality of life. So, okay, everybody wants good quality of life. The earning or the economical condition, that will be the separate. Okay, so earning may be less or more. Somebody can earn higher, somebody can earn lower. That is fine. But ultimately, quality of life is the important, is not it? Wherever you are staying, what you are doing, okay, what kind of facility you are being provided, okay, what is the environment, okay, there should be pollution free, the good, okay, the where you will stay, you require the peace, okay, peaceful condition, peaceful environment. So quality of life is the matter. So these three intersections, these three pillars, if we intersect with each other, then actually the solution that will be made after integrating or intersecting these three paradigms, then that can improve the quality of life and enhance healthcare system, because healthcare system is one of the very, very important system in our society. Nah? So that's why if healthcare system collapse, means everything will be collapsed. Okay, so what is the meaning of that? Earning so much hefty, okay, salary, that doesn't make any sense. If you are staying there or some places where the quality or healthcare system is not good, so always people wants to actually see whether I am moving or some relocation, that maybe people can give the first priority to the whether the healthcare system is good or bad, education system is good or bad, whether it is there. It is generally, every people used to actually experience this one. So that's why it is required. So this is the field, the bioengineering. Here you can see bioengineering. These are the things: the biomedical engineering, nanomedicine, synthetic biology, and the tissue engineering. So these four, the research verticals or branches, we can say. Okay, these four branches can intersect with each other and can make a new type of study or the branch that is called bioengineering. So bioengineering or biomedical engineering nowadays actually very, very hot topic of discussion, and lot of institutes, universities have opened, okay, these new branches, but the students are also getting attracted to pursue their careers in the bioengineering and bioinformatics, biomedical field, okay, because it is a very, very interdisciplinary. In this field, it is not only confined to the only electronics or computer science. In this field, we can actually shake hands, okay, with the people from physics, mathematics, biology, okay, even sociology, even the doctors are also required, okay, the healthcare professionals, okay, everyone is actually, so this is a truly interdisciplinary field. So these are the some of the latest technologies, okay, of this field, bioengineering, advancing human health, developing innovative treatments, and addressing the challenges. Okay, you can see that. So that is the one of the is the aging. Aging is nowadays, you know, that lot of people wants to be actually look like as a young. Okay, so that is the, so maybe, so there is the technology is there. Then chronic diseases also. Chronic diseases, one of the example is the kidney. The chronic kidney disease, CKD. CKD is actually is very dangerous. Okay, so it actually grows over time. At first moment we cannot understand, okay, or we cannot feel whether I have a kidney disease or not. If we will not pay attention to my body, okay, to this, to any indication, if I neglect, then slowly chronic kidney disease will actually, it will make a pile up, okay, and then ultimately it will come out as a form of your end stage kidney disease, that is called ESRD. End stage renal, when at the stage to last stage. So that means your kidney permanently fails. Okay, one of the kidney or both the kidneys are not working. Okay, so that's why chronic diseases. So similarly, the artificial organs, the artificial heart, that already they have worked on that. The body's group in the Russia. If you can Google it out, you can see the Sputnik. They have actually made the artificial heart and it was named as Sputnik. Okay, so these are the examples of the complex problems that can be solved through this new bioengineering, that organ failure, neurodegenerative diseases, cancer, diabetes, genetic disorder, infectious diseases, chronic wounds. So these are very complex problems. That organ failure is very complex. It's not like a common type of diseases. Okay, organ failure, and the specialist also, to find out the specialist doctors also in this type of disease is very difficult. Not every place you cannot find a very good neurologist, very good nephrologist. Okay, this type of, so doctors may be there, but for the treatment of common diseases, but not very highly specialized doctors in only big city or big places. Okay, like that, but not in everywhere, all the places. So that is one of the disadvantages of some of the places where healthcare system does not grow actually, okay, fully. So these are the some complex problems that can be solved. So these are the key areas of intersection. So biomedical engineering, what is the job? It develops the medical devices and diagnostic tools. Okay, so medical devices and diagnostics tools. So many medical devices are being used nowadays. Nowadays, the robotic surgery are becoming popular. Okay, within few years you can see that everybody will perform. The doctors will the robotic surgery. So robotic surgery is highly precision, remotely operated. Okay, it can be possible. Then nanomedicine. Okay, then tissue engineering and synthetic biology. Why it is important? Because it addresses the critical global healthcare challenges. So these are the critical global health challenges. So this is not the only country specific or the location specific. Everywhere, the global problem. Organ failure is a global problem. Neurodegenerative diseases. Okay, lot of neurodegenerative diseases are there, like maybe the epilepsy type of, okay, seizure attack, okay, then Parkinson, there are other diseases also. Then cancer, you know, that cancer in Assam or Northeast, cancer is also very rising very rapidly. So in Barak Valley also there is a cancer hospital and research center is there. So the diabetes is common now. So because it improves the quality of life, like improved healthcare, enhanced disease diagnosis and advanced therapies, and also it drives economic growth. So obviously if you invent somewhere novel things, okay, in healthcare or any technology, then indirectly actually drives the economic growth. Okay, so any new thing if you come across, if you develop, then obviously after few years, not just after 1 year or 6 months, it will take some time, but when the technology will be matured, then it will drive the economy, pushes the boundary of the economy. Just by example, by design of innovative medical devices, okay, development of new drugs and therapies that is coming out. The new drugs are coming out. Okay, genetic modification and tissue culture to improve the crop yield also. So that is actually there. So these are the key research areas. So I will not go in the details of that, all these things, okay, because these key research areas in this field like biomedical imaging and diagnostics. So integration of AI. So nowadays now all people are talking about AI. So AI has a greater scope in biomedical image processing, because with the help of AI, your prediction accuracy will be much more enhanced. Earlier the doctors used to predict suppose 80%, 85%, maybe now it is 99%, 98% possible due to the application of AI. Even AI comes in drug delivery. In the drug, new drugs are created, okay, are invented using the application of AI. So AI has a great role in the biomedical field. Similarly, lab on chips for rapid diagnostics. So lab on chip means the whole diagnostic in a simple, tiny, small microfluidic chamber like this shape. Okay, so entire diagnostics can be done. You do not require a very big lab or room like that. Sitting on this small place, okay, with the help of a small plastic casing size this, using a microliter or nanoliter volume of fluid, you can detect the cause of the diseases. Okay, this is called the rapid diagnostics. Like in COVID time, Corona time, the whole world has to depend on the lab on chip systems, because day by day, in every instant COVID cases are increasing so high. So you have not more time to detect whether you are COVID or not. So instantly you have to detect whether you are COVID affected or not. So for that, lab on chip systems actually are very, very useful. Then the wearable devices like wearable electronic skin, nowadays the technology has come. Then wearable brain machine interface also, that from brain machine interface. So from the brain signal, then the EEG signal you can capture, and then you can process that EEG signal, okay, eliminate the noise, filter out all these things, and then also you can measure some of the neural diseases, you can take precautions like that. Even from, so heart diseases can also be predicted using your EEG type of signals. Okay. So that brain machine interface is nowadays becoming very, very popular. So these are the revolutionary technologies that breakthrough in nanomedicine, because possible for nanotechnology. Because nanotechnology here is the important. Okay, to that helps the breakthrough in the nanomedicine. Because nanotechnology means manipulate the matter at nanoscale. The nano area, surface to volume ratio is very high. That is the main advantage of the nanoparticles. So due to this, actually, this nanomedicine actually becomes a very, very useful technology. So using nanoparticles to deliver drugs directly to the disease cell. So suppose if you look at the disease cell, we can directly deliver only to that cells, because the other cells are good, only these cells are bad. Okay, some the dead cells. Now you have to treat only that cell. So that much of precision can be possible. Okay, so using this nanomedicine, only it will pinpoint to that cells, and it will they deliver the drugs directly. Okay, the nanosensors, they detecting diseases at early stages and monitoring treatment response. So very nanometer sensors are nowadays are there. Okay, so very tiny, small amount. It can be invasive and non-invasive. But you can insert in your body, or otherwise you can wear it. Okay, somewhere. So it will detect the diseases. Like nanobots, tiny machines capable of precision surgery. That surgery, the doctors, I think, in the very advanced healthcare facility system, or maybe some good developed countries, they are using this nano robots type of thing. The surgery for surgical procedure, they can insert these things to the body and it will just do the everything as per the instruction, okay, of the doctor. So this thing, like another revolutionary technology is the microfluidics, because microfluidics is here, because all these lectures, whatever that Dr. Boris is delivering is based on the microfluidics only. Because microfluidics, why? Because the blood flow mechanism, plasma, okay, the solute transport, this is nothing but a microfluidics. Why the name microfluidics? The science of manipulating fluids at the micro scale. So micro scale, not this big volume of chamber is not required. Only the micro level, small chamber is enough, okay, for this study. Including what are the application? Microenvironments to mimic in vivo conditions like cell culture or organ on chip, okay. Using the microfluidics, I can mimic the same type of environment like cells have, because cells has to maintain some dynamic environment inside the body, okay. The physics, there the lot of effects has actually, if you study the cell, that fluid shear stress you have to study, then hydrostatic force, I think already discussed by Boris, osmotic pressure, oncotic pressure, hydrostatic pressure, fluid shear stress, all these things can be possible, okay, to study in a microfluidics type of technologies. Then single cell behavior, then miniaturized drug screening platforms like lab on chip, developing organ on chip models for drug testing. So suppose you have invented some drug and now you want to test it, then you require this microfluidics technology. Then developing microfluidic devices for DNA sequencing. So these are very, very advanced, okay, type of technology, and lot of biological applications or the healthcare type of point of care diagnostics can be possible in the microfluidics. Then another technology is the artificial intelligence. So it refers to the simulation of human intelligence. So AI, so people are talking about AI, but AI, you can apply AI in different verticals, so in different areas. So you can search a very good area where you can develop or you can propose your new AI algorithm. So that will be a very, very good work, and I think everybody will recognize that one. So suppose if you have developed a very good AI code or AI algorithm and if you apply, okay, in the biomedical field, and using your AI, okay, if you just can predict the diseases, okay, 99% accuracy or something, that will be a huge innovation. So AI has opened up new avenues for research, development and innovation. So artificial intelligence is obviously one of the revolutionary technologies nowadays, okay, we have to consider. Then these are the applications of AI. You can see that drug discovery and development, AI has come, medical image analysis, personalized medicine, protein engineering, bioinformatics, robotic surgery. So where the AI has a, so AI has a huge scope in that. Then another technology is the biomaterials, because suppose if you want to develop a device that will mimic your human organ, so that, and this device should be inserted inside the body. So you have to be very much cautious about what material you have chosen, because the normal materials maybe you can experiment on it, okay, like for your other research, but for human healthcare, for human body, you cannot experiment. The people will die, okay, if something happens, okay, that maybe any reaction, any blood reaction with blood reaction with cells, then people will die, okay, so you cannot survive, the people cannot survive if anything falls or the malfunction. So for the human body application, for healthcare application, the material is very, very important. So you have to choose a very right material which will be totally the reaction free which can be inserted inside the body, okay, which can have some specific characteristics that human body requires, okay. So accordingly you have to choose the material. So that is called the biomaterial. So silicon is considered is one of the biomaterial, like PDMS nowadays, okay, PDMS is also one of the another biomaterials. So a lot of people are using this bio, and even so many other new biomaterials are coming up, okay. Then what are the application of biomaterial? The creating artificial tissues. The artificial. So artificial tissues means it will just look like a tissue, original human tissue. It will mimic the tissue systems and organs for transplantation, like kidney on chip. When it will be made, so kidney that has to be made by some material only. So what type of material is excellent? That also requires a huge expertise and research. It is not a one-day job that I will select this material, I will do, make the device, and this I will put in the inside the body. It's not like that. So the material study also takes long time, and then you can propose some of the good materials. Okay, what can be a good candidate for the biological application? Like designing scaffolds to support cell growth, okay, and differentiation. Then implantable devices for sustained drug release. So all these things. So lot of application of the biomaterials you can see. Even in the surgical tools also, developing minimally invasive surgical tools. So lot of surgical tools are there. The doctors are using for their surgery. Okay, during the surgery, then that surgical tools are also will be made of some materials. So that material should be biocompatible materials. You cannot choose any material that will insert into the body. So otherwise then it will not work, and then maybe it will react with your body parameters or blood, plasma, and then the patient life will be at stake. Okay, so that's why the surgical tools also we have to use the proper materials, okay, that will make the surgical tools. Wearable health monitors also. Suppose lot of nowadays the wearable technologies come. Wearable, the watch, then different type of bands. So also the materials you see that the materials are different. Okay, not the very common materials we can use. Okay, for this. So it is called the biomaterials. So these are some examples of the biomaterials where it is used for different purposes. Okay. Then another is the technology, revolutionary technology of bioprinting. So just 3D bioprinting. Have you heard the? I think you have known. You have heard that 3D printing in mechanical engineering department. There is a 3D printer is there. Okay, not very high level, but okay somehow. But 3D printer can be a low range, can be a high range also. In high range, but a good 3D printer that can produce the device just like the original device. Okay, that using the 3D printer we can make the artificial heart-like structures, lungs-like structures, kidney-like structures using. So this is one of another revolutionary technology, the bioprinting. So biological tissues, organs, layers by layer, using living cells and biomaterials. So using the living cells and biomaterial, it will print. So it is not like a normal printer. Our printer is different, but this 3D printer is totally different technology. Okay. So the impact, if you see the personalized medicine, printing tissues from a patient's cells. Suppose from a patient you can take one cell, and using that cell you can print a total tissue. Okay, then reduce need for organ donors, then fast recovery with biocompatible implants. So these are so that's why it is one of another revolutionary technologies. So these are the applications of bioprinting. You see, creating complex tissues and organs like skin, cartilage, just look like original. Okay, just like that. So that is possible. The 3D bioprinted tissue models, like 3D bioprinted food also. Nowadays 3D bioprinted food can be possible. Then realistic 3D models of anatomical structures for medical education and training. So there are medical universities actually they are having this 3D printed type of the different shapes, okay, of the organs to demonstrate to the students, okay, like this. Another revolutionary technology is that Boris, I think, as today he has covered, that digital twin. It is coming up, okay, it is coming up, not actually gaining the popularity till now, but it has a huge potential. The digital twin technology, that this is also great scope, a great area for the research. Those who are interested to research on maybe work in AI, machine learning field, then they can take up this actually the digital twin technology as in their future research, because this has a huge potential. So the digital twin technology creates virtual replica of the physical objects. Okay, a virtual replica. So why it is needed? Because earlier times what happens, that whenever people used to invent some new drug, they used to test in animal model. But nowadays it has been actually slowly diminishing, because animal testing is not recommended at all. In some of the countries it is totally banned. So you cannot test with the mice and rats, okay, because it is not fair also, na? If you have something new invention, why to test in the animals? If something happens on the animals, why? The animals is also a living creature. We cannot taste our new invention or something to the animals. So that's why, in order to prevent that, the digital twin technology actually can help us, okay, to test your drugs, to model, okay, to test your model or any new technology, okay, in the virtual doom, okay, suppose. So here we can make the virtual replica of your kidney or human organs, and then you can test the drug delivery, okay, or how the drugs goes inside, how it interacts with the different cells and this. So that can be possible, but very challenging, not so easy, because there are a lot of things will be required. Just for AI, then good machine learning, very good coder, the computer science expert, okay, that is required. And always feedback mechanism from the real world. We have to collect the data from sensor, then sensor will be integrated with each other, and then we have to feed the data from the sensor to make this virtual replica. So that's why it is actually very interesting technology, very novel and cutting edge technology, emerging technology, that the digital twin, and it has a huge scope and application in the healthcare also, healthcare domain. So these are the application of digital twin technology. So virtual surgical simulation, then highly accurate digital twins of individual patients for precise diagnosis possible, then virtual testing of medical devices, optimizing drug delivery. These all the things are actually that can be easily done, okay, using the digital twin technology. So that's why a lot of effort has been put, and so many, I think, the young generation, the new researchers, they are adapting this field for their research. So benefits and challenges of the integration, because so far now I am talking about the importance and what is the application, but there is a challenges also. So what are the benefits? Benefits, obviously precision and efficiency in the treatments. Obviously it will be highly precise. Then the early diagnosis and prevention of diseases are possible, and reducing healthcare cost with innovative solution. That is fine, but what is the challenges? Challenge is the ethical concern. So ethical concern is in the medical research, that means you cannot publish the results, okay, or you cannot apply your new device or technology, okay, to the human being. So you have to take the you have to take the permission to conduct that research. If the research involves the human intervention or any living creatures, then you have to take the permission. So that the ethical concern means that gene editing, okay, AI-driven healthcare decision. So then you have to take the permission, and then you can apply your technology. So whenever you want, you cannot apply your technology to the others, because this is a medical research. Okay, so biomedical research or healthcare research means you have to follow some guidelines. Then regulatory hurdles and compliance. So regulatory hurdles means there is some regulatory body. You have to take the permission from there. So anything you want, you cannot do. Like kidney transplantation. Okay, like what? The kidney donor is there, but if the kidney donor wants to donate, he cannot donate. He or she. So he or she has to apply through proper procedure. He has to take the permission. So it will go from here and there. Then after so many official formalities, then only, okay, the kidney can be, maybe the donor can give their kidney and that can be transplanted. Okay, so regulatory hurdles and compliance you have to maintain. Interdisciplinary collaboration difficulty, because this area is a total interdisciplinary. Interdisciplinary means collaboration difficulties means suppose you have to require expertise from AI people, computer scientists, okay, the health, doctors. Then very difficult. If somebody do not wish to contribute, then you cannot. So if they are himself or themselves they wish to contribute in this field and join hand together, then only some interdisciplinary work is possible. Otherwise, by force you cannot do that. So because if you can invite them, if they are willing, then it is possible. So that's why cost and accessibility of advanced technology. So whenever actually we make some advanced technology or make some innovative products, so initial cost is high. Every technology, when the mobile phone games, when if you name any technology, initial cost will be high. It takes around 10, 20, 12 years. Okay, then actually when the technology will be matured enough, then the price will be coming down. So initially it will be higher. If you give some time, after 5 years, 10 years, then obviously you can expect the reduction of the cost or cost of the device. So this is the actually we have worked, we started working in the mimicking human organs through the technology. So why actually we can mimic the human organs? So because it addresses the organ donor shortages. Because I can show you the organ donor. Okay, is not very few. How many people are ready to give their organ? Just only 1 or 2 news you can see in the newspaper. Not everybody. Now that awareness of the people in everywhere is not like that. Okay, I can donate my organ after my death. I am not ready to donate. Okay, I do not know after my death what will happen, but I am not ready to also to donate. That is the mindset of the people. So organ donor is very less. Very less. So there is a huge acute shortage of the organ donors. Then improve drug testing and reduce animal experimentation. The animal experimentation has to be stopped. Okay, not reduce it. It is not fair. It is a totally unfair practice. So it has to be stopped. Then enhance personalized medicine. So for this actually the mimicking of the human organs. Suppose if you mimic the human organs like any organs, then and if you come up with a new technology, that will really help actually in these domains. So these are the technologies that in the organ in mimicry, like the bioartificial kidney already their bodies has already is giving his lecture on that. Okay, so like brain machine interface, the neural prosthetics, cochlear implants enable hearing by directly stimulating the auditory nerve. So that is also possible, hearing it. You can make a chip and you can implant inside the ear, it is possible. Brain-computer interfaces are also there. The Elon Musk has come up now with the new devices. That is also, yes, Neuralink. That is actually, that will also another very revolutionary technology that has come up. So these are the things that they are. So this thing I have already explained. So I'll just this is so many slides are there. I will go to the this particular some slides, like So these things are very important because I was talking about the materials. You can see how many type of materials, okay, are alternative materials for organ-on-chip devices and microphysiological system. So PDMS, elastomers, thermoplastic, glass, silicon, okay, these are all the things. So many materials, okay, and there is a green band, yellow band, and red band. Green, yellow, and red indicate. Generally, green means positive, yellow moderate, and red is the negative characteristics. So all these materials, not all the characteristics are positive. It is a combination. Some are positive, some are moderately good, some are even bad. Okay, negative. So this is a combination. So, and you can see the how many parameters, like this low cost is fabrication, is then mechanical properties, then flexibility, permeability, biocompatibility. So many parameters that actually you have to look into, okay, for a good biomaterials. But it is not expected, but it's not, we cannot expect that all the parameters will be in a good, in a positive, okay, manner sense. Some should be mixed also. Some characteristics are moderately good, some are very good, and few are maybe bad also. So that elastomers and thermoplastics are also, that is a new materials, okay, that are coming for this type of organ-on-chip applications. So this thing I have already described, the challenges. This is the global momentum, organ-on-chip investment worldwide. You can see each and every developed countries, the United States, UK, India, Japan, China are investing huge amount of money and research in this organ-on-chip. So this is not only country specific. Now across the globe, the people has actually worked. Okay, so this is the organ-on-chip groups are there. In Europe, there is a big group that work on the kidney-on-chip. In Russia, there is a group. In USA, there is a group. Okay, so everywhere that is there nowadays. So our research is the mimicking human organs in MEMS and microfluidics in this field, because human body, you know, typically the 60% of the body weight is the water. So our human body, the total weight, 60% comes from the water. So water is the chemistry of life. It is called chemistry of life. So human body full of water. So water means the flow of water, solutes, transport inside the water. So that is very, very important to study. So these are the role of kidney, already explained by bodies, that you can see so many roles. That first one, filtering waste products, excess fluids, toxins, then electrolyte balance, blood pressure maintenance, then red blood cell production, then balancing fluid levels, removing drugs and metabolic waste, okay, regulating acid-base balance. So all these functions are very, very important to maintain our human body in a stable condition. Each one of the functions actually not maintaining properly, then you have to need to go to the doctor. Okay, and you have to take the proper medicine. So that's why the kidney does actually this, the most of the complex functions of the human organs. Okay, and all these complex functionalities are also taken care of by the human kidney. So that's why kidney is very, very important, very, very important organ. So the kidney receives 20 to 25% of blood flow that comes from the heart through two renal arteries that arise from the abdominal aorta and exist through the two renal veins. So some biologies also you have to study, because if you are diving into the biological research, then obviously you have to go inside and then you have to study again these biological things. So this is the kidney part, what are the things is there, and this is the kidney functions. So this is the nephron-like structure. You see, it's a very complex structures that the nephron, the red means the blood, so okay, the vessels are there. So this thing, so these blue and red actually are interrelated. So it is, the original structure inside the body is very difficult to draw itself. So it is just interlinked with each other. this one. Okay, and the helical type of shape. So these are the different nephron parts. The glomerulus, proximal tubule, okay, descending limb, ascending limb, distal convoluted tubule, collecting duct, and intermodular collecting duct. So these are the kidney diseases. Different kidney diseases are there, and the kidney diseases are related to this. Okay, diabetes is one of the major concerns. That's why people actually always that we have to everybody is cautious about the diabetic today. So you should not be diabetic because this will indirectly help to grow the kidney disease. So kidney, one of the prime concern of the kidney disease is the diabetes. Then high blood pressure, then heart problems, so stroke, obesity, family history, tobacco use, and obviously the age factor. These are actually contributing to the chronic kidney disease. So this is the Indian scenario. You can see that the death rates due to the kidney, okay, that age standardized rates. So 46 to 65 age. So these are the portions where the death rate is more in this part of our country. So Northeast is also there, some part. So kidney patients worldwide. In India, you can see the rising figure, 117. But all other countries, in India, these kidney patients are rising. That is actually very major concern of this type of study and to find alternative solutions to prevent this type of diseases. Okay. So in India, so brief history I will not talk about. This figure is very important. Landmarks in nephrology. You can see this person. Okay, the William Johann Wolf. So he is called the father of the dialysis. Okay, the first dialysis machine was developed in 1940s by Dutch physician William Wolf in the World War II. So he used to treat the people in World War II using the sausage can, okay, and washing machine drums for the filtration of the waste blood. So that's why he actually is called the first model, the father of dialysis. In the right hand side figure, you can see first successful kidney transplant was performed 1954 by American surgeon Joseph Murray. This is the Nobel Prize. He has got the Nobel Prize due to this. He performed the first successful kidney transplantation in 1954. So it's not the kidney transplantation started long back. So these are the statistics, and this is the scenario in the Northeast and Assam. So as in there, the rate is much higher than the national average. Our national average is 10 to 12%, but in Northeast it is 12 to 15%. So Northeastern sides, people are more prone to kidney type of disease. Okay, so and these statistics I have taken from Dr. Kolita Madam, is the chief consultant nephrologist at a leading city hospital in Guwahati. So he is a nephrologist. And this is you see that the human resource for dialysis delivery, shortage of skilled manpower across the states. Nearly half of the Indian nation has less than 100 nephrologists available in the state. Nephrologists are very rare, very few. You cannot find the nephrologist like a diabetologist or kind of the other medicinal or gynecologist type. Okay, nephrologists are very less. So in our state, Assam or some other state, you can see that the number is not good actually. In Assam also 25. Okay, like this. So in Tamil Nadu also their number is good. So in the big cities, if you go there, you can find a good number of nephrologists. But in the small city or average city, the nephrologist is less. Okay, these are the estimated gap in dialysis delivery. So total number of dialysis machines there in the state-wise, and estimated new end-stage renal disease patients, but kidney patients added every year. So patients per machine you can see. So 3 patients per machine in Sikkim like that. So in some of the cases, 14 patients in one machine like Tripura. So that is not a good situation. 14, 20, okay, people has to depend only one dialysis machine. So there is a shortage of dialysis delivery. Not enough dialysis center, not enough dialysis machine. Okay. So that is there. This is the actually alarming type of statistics. Okay. So these are the dialysis techniques. So there are different type of dialysis, but dialysis is not a long-term solution because it's painful. You have to go to 3-4 times, okay, in a week. You have to spend 2-3 hours, then making a channels. Then so this is not a very good solution. But people used to go by force because they have they are suffering kidney disease, and now for and the dialysis only filters the blood, but kidney has some other function, lot of that dialysis machine cannot do. Dialysis machine can only filter the waste blood and filters, and it can give you the pure blood like again. So only the filtration or removal of toxin, waste, that is possible. But the kidney has other so many jobs that cannot be performed by the dialysis technique. Okay. So problems, these are the problems with dialysis. 3 times a week, every time 2 to 4 hours. Okay, will not supply the required solutes. Bulky, very complicated, pain in the treatment. So painful also. So dialysis is not a very easy job. Okay. So, and also costly, not affordable to everyone. The common people also, those who can afford, they can only go. Okay, take the dialysis, this delivery. Not every people cannot go because there are so many poor people are there, okay, who cannot afford the dialysis. So it is costly. Then kidney transplantation, this technology has come, but again this has some of the problem is the lack of awareness, low education levels, lack of clear national policy, absence of functional dialysis and transplant units with adequately trained staff and absence of an organized system of organ retrieval. So these are all are kind of, for these, the kidney transplantation also not become very popular. Only 1-2 cases there we have seen in the newspaper, we have read the heart transplantation, kidney transplantation, but not at that level. Okay, 1 or 2. So then kidney replacement therapy, that now actually what we are they are working is a kidney replacement therapy means actually this comes under that innovative, that is implantable artificial kidney. So peritoneal dialysis, what is that peritoneal solution? Already Boris has described. So peritoneal dialysis is yet to take off. The hemodialysis is very popular in India, but peritoneal dialysis is not popular. Why? Because peritoneal dialysis, you have to learn the technology, how to operate this one. So all the people cannot insert the catheter inside your peritoneal cavity, maintain. You cannot do this. Okay. So you have to know the awareness, proper awareness will be required. So that's why PD treatment has not become very popular, but hemodialysis is very popular. Hemodialysis means normal dialysis machine is there. You can go, just you take the dialysis machine, the blood, then you filter out, and then it will be done. So these are the earlier dialysis machine, the long, big machine, and modern dialysis machine. You can see very portable type of things. The dialysis machine has come up, and this is the kidney transplantation. Okay, some of the key facts. This is the important, the very interesting key fact that every year 220,000 new patients develop kidney failure every year. Okay, so 6,000 dialysis centers, including upcoming ones in our country. 34 million additional annual dialysis demand. Additional dialysis demand 34 million, and only 3340 nephrologists. So you can see that now the demand of 34 million treatment sessions. India has presently nearly 5,000 existing dialysis centers and 3340 nephrologists. So this capacity will not be sufficient to meet the upcoming demand as this disease gains traction due to various sociological and environmental factors. So this is the facts. So there is a huge gap between dialysis delivery, nephrologist, and the kidney patients. So bioartificial kidney is there already. Boris has talked. The one group in USA, California State University, they are working actually, led by the Shubho Roy. Shubho Roy is actually pioneer in that project, kidney project, California, San Francisco. They have actually unveiled a prototype model, implantable artificial kidney on 2010. So their first phase is completed and second phase are actually going on. So they have invented this type of devices, okay. So it can be wearable also, or later on it will be inserted, small chip type of inserted inside the body, okay. Like so, these are the things are there. So many things are new inventions are there. So just I will make, I'm giving you some brief of this entire slides. So, and what we are doing normal, the non-cell-based approach here in our NIT. So because cell-based approach is there, cell-based approach means it involves the live cells, renal cells, epithelial cells, okay, and the cell culture, cell environment is very difficult because we do not have the biological lab. It requires a huge setup, live cell culture. So in order to avoid that, we have proposed a new method that is called the non-cell based approach, where actually we do not require the live cells. Instead, we are trying to create a cell type environment, okay, to mimicking the cell type structure, cell type physics, cell environment, so that without the live cells also we can mimic the kidney functions. So that is the actually, okay, the non-cell based approaches. So there are synthetic or biomimetic materials to replicate the key aspects of renal function without living cells. So without living cells, how it can be? So this is a new area of research, okay, that we have proposed, but the Russian group and our group jointly collaborating each other, and we are working on this type of approach where avoiding the cell, using the microfluidic technology, how we can mimic the kidney functions. Okay, like that. So this is our research. So the Satish, my first scholar, he has developed and done some simulation work. He designed some non-cell based proximal convoluted tubule structures of the kidney using the microfluidics. And so these are some of the structures you can see. We just wanted to mimic the proximal convoluted tubule because kidney has some nephron has different parts. One of the important part is the proximal tubule, and proximal tubule is responsible for the mainly reabsorption. Okay, the sodium, potassium, magnesium reabsorbed with the blood again using the proximal convoluted tubule. So that's why this part is very important. PCT, proximal convoluted tubule. So he has developed some model and some design. So a lot of simulation and structures he did, and we could publish some of the findings in journals also in 3-4 years back, 2-3 years back. So and then we did some modeling also, analytical model, but we have developed some mathematical model for this type of reabsorption. Okay, so these are the some modeling means using the microfluidics and fluid dynamics physics, just you have to use it. Okay, nothing other than this. So you have to study the fluid dynamics, microfluidics very well. Okay, for the mathematical model. So there are some glimpses of the results, and we have validated the simulated results with the theoretical results also. So some of the good results we have published in some journals. So it is a combination of mathematical work and the simulation work, but we till now did not fabricate actually. Okay, so that we are trying now. So all this type of higher end research and globular filtration barrier, right now we are working on that. We want to mimic the globular structures. Okay, how the globular means what? Ultrafiltration. So semi-permeable membrane will be there. White blood cell, red blood cell will be separated because of the large size, and small size molecules will be inserted. Okay, so this type of structures we want to mimic. So it is called globulars on chip, GOC. Okay, so for this we are working the non-cell based approach. Okay. mimicking the glomerulus. And Bhagasri here, she is sitting here, she is doing actually this work. So also this is actually ongoing research. Okay, some of the results we could publish, some of the results are not still published. So this so many simulations and mathematical modeling is going on. So for this, so this is actually, these results will help the future kidney on chip, because whenever you will invent some huge kidney on chip means you have to consider all these things, the mimicking of the kidney different parts, kidney nephron different parts, okay, and their mathematical analysis is required, simulation is required. So that's why. So we are doing one part, simulation and mathematical modeling. So these are the some key publications. And this is not related here to this. This is another research. My another student is doing that ECG and EEG from signal. We can predict the heart diseases, heart arrhythmia. So now actually we are doing on this research also. So we are capturing the signal from heart, and then we are trying to predict that whether there is a cardiac arrest can occur or not. Okay, like the prediction, early prediction. So some signal processing will be done here with some machine learning algorithms we are developing also. Now we have got some projects also in that field by Department of Biotechnology. Right now we are working on this project. But then we have got another project that is working, design and development of low-cost dialysis machine with remote monitoring facility with the Microfluidic India Private Limited. So we have a good collaboration with Nephrocare. Nephrocare is a very big dialysis and kidney replacement facility in Kolkata. So we are actually working, we are trying to make the dialysis machine. So, and another project, the proposal that accepted very recently, that with the Russian team. So he is the main supervisor, Professor Sergei Sevischev. Okay, he is the director of this institute. Now he is the main PI and Dr. Boris is the co-PI actually. So Dr. Boris has come from his team. So his team has an expertise on this type of biomedical systems. Okay, very good lab and facilities there in their university. So, so here actually we have proposed this thing. The novelty actually, we have proposed non-cell based approach. This is the new thing, and digital twin of the microfluidic device. So here we will try to make a virtual replica of that kidney. Okay, and we will test our model, okay, in the virtual replica. So we will avoid the animal testing here. So this is the very interdisciplinary technology. That's why the biomedical engineers, the biologists require, nephrologists require, immunologists require, material scientists has a role, bioinformatics and data science has a good role, the regulatory affairs, ethics and social sciences, so many things, interdisciplinary. It is a truly interdisciplinary research. And digital twin already I have done, and this is the National MEMS Design Center in our institute in NH building. It is there. Basically it is all the software related labs. We do not have hardware facility. So these are my research students in NMDC who, some of them already got the PhD, some of them are working till now, maybe very soon PhD will be over. So we actually working on different fields. You can see in RF MEMS, okay, mimicking human organ, that Parkinson detection also we have worked on that. Then the MEMS energy harvester also we have worked on that. So mimicking human organs, right now we are working on this field. Then these are the some students in VLSI lab. So some of the students also working and already awarded PhD degree in that field. In VLSI also, but for biomedical application, VLSI for biomedical application. So VLSI chip for neural amplifier, epilepsy detection, cancer detection, okay. So this type of work also we are doing here. So this is the scope for future students who can work on this field and can come to join our research groups. So there are the scopes on this field, particularly the research. This is my contribution actually, and this is my collaboration in the national collaborators. I am thankful to them. That you can see that some of the doctors. That's why this is my close collaborator. Because without the doctors, you cannot we cannot do the biomedical research in the biomedical field. No? Because without their expertise and knowledge, this is impossible. Then I have some international research collaborations also. We have some couple of joint international projects. Okay, we are with them. So ultimately, that this is a very interdisciplinary approach is crucial for tackling global health challenges and improving quality of life. The future of research lies at the intersection of disciplines where creativity meets necessity to solve the world's toughest challenges. Okay, so this is the open for interdisciplinary research and fostering. And this is my reference. And this slide, you know, it is very, very important. I used to present everywhere. Last slide, global healthcare transformation. You can see from left hand side to the right side, health to death, how the cost of care increases. So if you are in fitness and wellness, consumer fitness, personal exercise, cost of care very less, $0.3 per day, easily affordable. If you are going entering in the chronic disease, this band, diabetes, hypertension, okay, $3 per day, it is increases. Then complex diseases, COPD, heart failure, these some things, $300 per day, so huge. So it is exponentially increasing. And acute care, this type of myocardial infection or stroke, brain surgery, critical care, $3,000 per day. So the cost of care is exponentially increasing from people managing their health to complex chronic disease and acute care. If acute diseases are not manageable, chronic disease needs to be controlled. So that means we have to be controlled, we have to restrict ourselves in this band only. So for that, we need the help of technology. Okay, for that we need the help of technology. Without the technology, we cannot. So that's why physical exercise, the different type of wearables nowadays, the medical devices we can use, and we can monitor our body vitalities every time, and we can take the precautions at proper time. Okay, so that's why it is very, very important. Thank you. Okay, I think it's already 4:30. So this is just as a glimpse actually what we are working on this field, and we have collaborated with the Russian group that is pioneer in that domain. I hope that in future also will come up with some other good results and new technologies. Okay, we are trying for that, and I invite students also to join and come and maybe you can explore in this field also. A very interesting field, truly interdisciplinary and very interesting field. So if you start working, I think you will like it and you will not want to leave actually after that. So it is so interesting. So if anybody is interested really to maybe join the group or work this type of things and projects, so you are welcome always. Thank you.